becoming a...
Here's to the finest crew in Starfleet. Engage. Captain John Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain John Picard of the USS Enterprise.
Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so.
First duty of every Starfleet officer is to the truth. Scientific truth, or historical truth, or personal truth. It is the guiding principle of what Starfleet is based. If you can't find it within yourself to stand up, tell the truth, you don't deserve to wear that uniform.
This is becoming a speech.
You're the captain, sir. You're entitled.
I'm entitled to ramble on about something everyone knows.
Captain John Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain John Picard of the USS Enterprise.
Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so.
He just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had the chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. You'll have to call again. I'm just leaving. I'm not dressed properly. My love is a fever, longing till for that which longer nurseth the disease. You'll have to call again. In faith, I do not love thee. With mine eyes they be 1,000 errors see. But 'tis my heart that loves what they despise. In despite of you, please, to so shall I compare thee to a summer's day. Aboard. You will respond to my questions. I am Locutus aboard. You aboard. I am Locutus aboard. You will assist us. I am Locutus aboard. You aboard. I am Locutus aboard. Block phases on that vessel. I am Locutus aboard. There are 4 lights.
Make it so. to ramble on about something everyone knows. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so.
You just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had the chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. You'll have to call again. I'm just leaving. I'm not dressed properly. My love is a fever, longing till for that which longer necessity sees. You'll have to call again. In faith, I do not love thee. With mine eyes they be 1,000 errors see. But 'tis my heart that loves what they despise. In despite of you, please, to go shall I compare thee to a summer's day. Respond to my questions. I am locutus aboard. You are bored. I am locutus aboard. You will assist us. I am locutus aboard. You are bored. I am locutus aboard. Lock phases on that vessel. I am locutus aboard. There are 4 lights.
Oh. Lord. Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS. Almost forgot the shirt. My uniform. First duty of every Starfleet officer is to the truth. Scientific truth, or historical truth, or personal truth. It is the guiding principle on which Starfleet is based. If you can't find it within yourself to stand up and tell the truth, then you don't deserve to wear that uniform.
This is becoming a speech.
You're the captain, sir. You're entitled.
Might be the greatest song ever made. Jean-Luc Picard of the USS. Kept talking in one incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had a chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. Woo! What up? We're here. What a great damn song. I think it's the best song ever written. Ever written in the world. It is. It's just the best song ever. I've heard it now a million times, and I already listened to it many times before I started doing this stream. And it's like every little nook and cranny of that song is there's something there. There's something there for you to like. Even just when he says engage, and like, when does he say engage? It's there. But I've said this before in past streams. Even the engage that person used, like he was going through all the Star Trek episodes, Next Generation episodes, going like, I need a good engage. I need a good Captain Picard engage, and he picked like such a good engage, like they're on the trail of some Cardassians, or they're on the trail of some Romulans, and it's like, oh, they just got to a sector and they're not there, but there's a there's debris of an alien ship, and there's a warp trail leading away. And it's like, how long have they been? How long ago were they here? Well, sensors indicate that the Romulans were here not 10 minutes ago, Captain. Well, set a course wherever that warp trail leads at maximum warp. Course set, sir. Engage. You know, that's like the type of engage that they picked for that song. Like a crucial one, you know? I got to do some research. I got to find out who made that. Cuz that's an old song. That goes back a long ways. I feel like nowadays you can like type in a word or a phrase into some app or some program, some database, and it will return to you all 1,768 times that Captain Picard has said engage in the show, and you could watch them and pick them, scrub through them. But like, this dude definitely made that song before that technology existed, and like was such a fan, just had encyclopedic knowledge of the show, enough to know which engage to use. Or like every little quote from that show is like something that like that person had to go after because he knew it was there, and capture it, take the audio, and put it into the system and make the thing. It was not easy, I will say that. Anyway, sorry, I just want to give my praises for that song. I'm back. Those of you who are fans, of which there are few, will know that last week there were no streams. We had a busy week of shooting, which was really awesome. Things are picking back up, which is pretty cool. So last week on Friday we picked up gear. We had a shoot on Sunday, and we returned gear Monday. So Monday, when I would have done the stream, is just tired, resting, sore. It was a long 15-hour shoot day on that Sunday, and then that morning we had to return gear at like 10 in the morning. So I basically just like rested that whole day. So no stream then. And then Wednesday, that following Wednesday, was an actual shoot. We had to then pick up gear on Wednesday at like 1, and then do the shoot evening until like 11 o'clock at night. And then we returned gear on Thursday, the next day. So last week, when I was supposed to be streaming at 6 p.m. Wednesday, I was actually shooting, and too busy to like set up a live stream there. A couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month or two ago, I was live streaming live from a set. I did it both times, on Monday and Wednesday. But like those sets, there's a lot of downtime, there's a lot of hanging around, there's a lot of just sitting around. I was not in charge. I was just a camera operator on those shoots. So I had like downtime. I could do the live stream from my phone for the shoot there. But for the shoot this past Wednesday, it was like one gear, go, you know, like Charlie Sheen says. And so we were just, the moment we got there, we were working until the moment we left. So it was a busy day. But that's a great segue, because it's that music video that I'm going to be looking at the footage of, and maybe even start putting together. So other people of the stream might know that I've edited this person's past music video. I guess let's watch it, because yeah, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch the past music video we shot. I edited some of it on this stream. And, yeah. Might as well show it now. See if I can find it. Looking for... Here it is. Okay, so which... how am I going to do this? Let me think about how I'm going to do this, yeah. Okay, I could do that. Okay, so let me switch to that. Check. So, the music video premiered on this magazine called Outburn. Can you even see that? Why is it cropped like that? Let's see if I can fix that. Stand by. I am trying to fix this, yeah. Stand by, everyone. I'm sorry. Wasn't prepared for this. There we go. Okay, cool. There it is. All right, so the music video premiered on this magazine, Outburn, which is pretty cool. This is the article. And here's the music video that we did, and I edited on this stream, some of it. So let's play it. Let's make it large. And let's listen to it.
Shall No sign, no sign, no sign, no sign.
There you go. I like that they put the subscribe ball over here. That's cool. Yeah, so we purposely made the credits like 20 seconds-ish long so that these little thingies can pop up over it. Hey, Rethink Films. So there you go. There's the music video that some of it was edited right here on this stream. There you go. And now it's on this magazine's website. And let's see. How many views does it have? 6.7K. Not bad. Oh, wait. Oh, it's linking right to her YouTube. Oh, that's great. I didn't realize that was going to her YouTube. I thought that was going to like Outburn's like YouTube. That's pretty sick. I'm just looking at the comments. Of course, I commented. 33 comments. Super cool. I didn't really check out these comments. It's so cool. Anyway, so today's music video that we're going to be piecing together some of is our next video together with her. That artist's name is Agent Envy. And this is her second music video that we're doing. So the idea was her idea, and she was like, "So listen, guys, let me ask you a question. How crazy would this be if we did stuff that was like underwater?" And we were like, "Awesome!" And of course, immediately we're thinking in our heads like, "Uh-oh, budget! You know, this is gonna need money," because the first thing we're thinking is like, okay, where can we get like one underwater housing for our camera? How much is that going to cost to rent? How much is that going to cost to ship to us? I don't think there's any place around New York that rents them, so we'd have to like have it shipped in. Where are we going to shoot underwater? Are there studios that have tanks or something that you can shoot in? Are there any like studios that have water? Should we rent a place that has a big pool, like a YMCA? It was a lot of like questions, and we did some research and stuff like that. But that ended up not happening at all. What ended up happening was she just happened to be visiting her family for a few weeks out in California. I think it's Santa Barbara. And she had friends of the family or friends that did like GoPro stuff out there with like surfing and stuff. And so we just researched with the camera, and basically she got a friend's house that had a pool, and she filmed all the stuff in like a friend's pool at nighttime. And I suggested the camera settings for the GoPro, and they went out there and they shot a bunch of stuff for the choruses and just B-roll of underwater stuff. So the idea is that the video starts out in like where she's in like a tub, and then by the first chorus, she goes under the water, and then for a good chunk of the song, she's under the water singing, and we can cut back to the tub for singing. And then by the end of the video, she's back up in the tub. It's kind of similar to the video you just saw. It's normal color, and then things go nuts, and now it's in red. We're in like the upside down. And then for a good chunk of the video, we're in the red upside down section. And then at the end, we come back and we're right side up again, and it's normal color. So it's similar sort of arc. Tub, she goes under, we're in the water for a while, and at the end, we come back and we are back in the tub. So we shot the tub stuff here when she got back to New York on our C200, high quality 4K RAW, stuff like that. But when she was out in Santa Barbara, they shot all of it on a 4K GoPro. If you don't know what a GoPro is, it's a little camera about this big that has an underwater housing, or the newer ones don't even need a housing. They're just waterproof in and of themselves. And, yeah, they went to a pool, a friend's pool, and filmed a bunch of stuff. I think they tried to do some lip syncing underwater, too. So that's going to be part of what I'm doing in the editing is kind of going through all of that footage and syncing it up and seeing what we have. But I don't think I necessarily have to do that today. I think I could just start with the beginning of the video and look at our footage. So let's just jump right in. Here we are. Here's some of the footage right here of her in the pool. And I can like skip ahead and show you, you know, a clip or two. Looks like the camera guy had flippers, which is pretty rad. I can kind of hear the music. Ha! That's pretty cool. I have not sat and actually like... I have not sat and actually watched all of this, like sitting and watching all of it. I scrubbed through a lot of it, and they did film a lot in 60 frames and some in 120 frames. So everything in this timeline is actually interpreted to 24 and slowed down. So like might be some slow-mo stuff here. Like this is probably slow-mo. Yeah. This actually might be like 120 right here. And all together, all of the underwater stuff is about 1 hour and 10 minutes of footage, which I think is, I feel pretty confident that we'll have enough, but you never know. I think they shot over the course of a couple hours. So yeah, a good chunk of the sort of boring work in terms of stream would be me like really going through this with a fine-tooth comb, finding any lip syncs, syncing that up, and then really just like watching it all and trying to cut it up into like selects for like good B-roll and stuff. And we could do that, or I could do that on Wednesday. But I think for now what we'll do is I'll bring in, because I have yet to actually bring in and look at the raw stuff from the C200, our camera. And the first things first is that pretty sure this is we're not going to be outputting this in 4K. We're gonna output it in 2K, and we want to and it's going to be 239. So that's another thing I got to figure out. We shot it in 239. So what that means is we put frame guides up on the screen when we were filming, and we shot within those frame guides. And so when we output this, we're going to output it in 239:1 ratio. So it's a little bit more widescreen. So I actually should talk to my business partner and ask him how exactly to do that, because I've never edited something in 239:1 in Premiere. I'm also pretty hot, so I'm putting the fan on me. You might hear some sounds in the back. So that's something. Maybe I'll watch a YouTube video with you guys. How to edit in 239:1. 2.39:1 is the aspect ratio. But I guess for right now, because you've been so nicely been watching me, I guess what we'll do is we will just bring in the raw, just kind of look at it. So yeah, so first things first. I think what we'll do is we'll go to, new bin. I'm going to do it this way. C200. I guess I'll do C200 footage. And then in here I'll go new bin card 1. And then new bin card 2, because that's just how we have it. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so now we'll go import. And it is all right here. Here. Card 1. Apple A, just select it all, open. If you're watching, feel free to say hello. Be nice to talk to you, see what's going on. If you have any questions, let me know. Do import. Let's go to card 2. Okay, so it's mostly in order, which is cool. Although the wide shots are at the end. So let me think about this. I probably want to put this at 1/4. And let me turn on this thing here. Oh, I gotta fix that. Stand by. Cool. So this is one of the first shots we filmed. Here we go. We're rolling. And I guess playback. I'm gonna go real slow too. I'll leave it there. Alright, that's full playback. Let's go to 1/4 playback. So the deal with this music video too is we found a studio. She found a studio that had a tub, which is pretty cool. It was right next to some windows, and I could show you a shot of those windows. It's one of the final shots. So there it is. I don't know what this is. What is this?
You can just kind of let the timing of when a hunter gets to the right point.
Cool.
That's when you can start going back, and so you can just kind of trust when you think that.
Okay. So as soon as she gets settled, then I start going?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
But just it'll be whatever feels right with how much time you have in the song.
Gotcha. Okay, let's do playback.
Nice.
Let's stay spinning in circles. Stay luring to each other until the night comes around.
Dolly Shot.
And don't make a sound. Step softly.
So yeah, so that's at the end of the dolly there. So you can see the windows look pretty dope. And this is nighttime, obviously. So we filmed this from, our arrival time was 2 p.m. and we filmed until about 10:30, 11 p.m. And it didn't get dark until, this dark until like 8:30, So, and we started rolling, I would say, probably at around 4 o'clock. So these early shots are from 4 o'clock. These ones here. So the first thing we had to do was block out those windows, so and set up the lighting and stuff. So I don't think I have anybody behind the scenes of the lights, but we filmed this by, we blocked out those windows. So the studio had curtains. So we brought the curtains weren't hanging up there at the moment. You can see there's no curtains in this shot. Let me go back to that shot. Damn, which one was it? It's one of these. So you can see there are no curtains there, but there's a curtain rod hanging up there. So in the beginning of the day, we had to ask the studio people to bring over another curtain. They put that up. We sort of taped it along this edge here with some gaff tape and tucked it up here, but it didn't go the whole length, so we also put some V-flats, which are these giant, like 6 foot, 7 foot foam things. Put some V-flats up against the walls, and we blocked out all the light. And then how we filmed it in terms of lighting, we just had basically we had 2 lights, well, 3 technically. One light was a 1K, 1000 watt open face mole light that we had on a boom arm facing down, and on that we had a Chimera pancake. It's basically a lantern softbox that goes on top of that. It's like a little tent that like opens up, and you could just look it up. Pantera Chancake. Chimera pancake. I could just Google it. Or Chimera, I guess is the better way to say that. Pancake lantern. So yeah, I'll show you. It looks like this. I think you can see that. Yeah, it looks like this here. And the light sits in it up here, facing down into it. And it also comes with this like skirt that goes around it that you can roll up the sides of. So ours was just basically almost all the way down. It's pretty cool. It's a good light. I like this light a lot. Here's a good view of it. It's just a nice overhead soft light. Might not have been the right choice for this, actually. Probably more of a sky panel probably would have been good. But it worked, I think, out really well. So that's literally just above the frame right here. And it's... in this wide shot, we had to raise it up pretty high. But in the first shots of the day... this one here... first shots of the day, we lowered it so we could definitely come at her a little bit more from the side. So you can see the shadow here. It's definitely up, but it's lower than it was in that wide shot you just saw. When we first had it, it was pretty high. I was imagining just like a flood, not a floodlight, but just like a soft ambient light everywhere that we'd work with more in post. But then when we saw it, it looked actually a little too even. It looked a little too well lit, honestly. So we dropped it down, we dimmed it, backed it up, and we got more of a sort of a side light coming at her, which is what is doing this shadow here. I think that worked really well. The other light that you can't see at all, really, was we had a Source 4 Lico. I don't know if you know what that is. Let me see if I can get this up one more time. I think the Lico was not in this shot at all. But the Lico was basically just around the corner here. There's a little space around the corner. So in the corner there was a C-stand with a Source 4 Lico. And I'll show you what that looks like too. Let me get it up first. Source 4 Lico. So yeah, it looks like, I'll just bring it all over. Looks like one of these. It's like a stage light. Like that. And the cool thing about these lights is that they're like super versatile. So we had this light up in the corner and also, oh look, a little baby one. That's cute. So we had an iris in it. I didn't mean to do that. So if I say like with iris, will that work? Yeah, so check this out. So this is the iris that you put inside of it. And you move this tab, and the iris gets smaller or, you know, more open. So you can really narrow the beam down until you could make a beam of light the size of like a 50-cent piece or the size of a large, you know, coin. And so we had maybe about that big of a beam going basically at her legs, lighting the water so that we could get as much bounce coming back up on her and also trying to get a reflection of the water on the walls, which is actually something we did in a couple of the shots that I could show you. Let's see, it's probably... Actually, what am I doing? I could just double-click this, and then I can do this thumbnail. Yeah, nice. Now I can see. Here it is. Ah, so much easier. So check out this shot. Just some B-roll and a phone ringing. So that shot right there would not be possible if it wasn't for that Lico. Because the ambient light, the lantern, the Chimera pancake, was very soft. And you might get some bounce like that. But in order to really like get something that looks like that, you need a focused, hard shadow light. So we had the Lico up on the side, focused so that the edges were as sharp as they could be, and irised down into about a size about maybe size of a large dinner plate, just hitting the water. And then what you're seeing there is the bounce of that beam going up and hitting the walls. This shot would not be possible if it was not for that Lico. So, and also we use that Lico as a like an underlight, bouncing, illuminating the tub itself, which is really cool. And we use it in a couple other shots here and there, just as a versatile like experimental light. And then the only other light after that was actually a battery-powered LED that you can see sort of back here. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it. You can also see we had a hazer in the room as well. A hazer's like a fog machine, but the fog stays around and lingers in the air, hazes up the room. And as the camera goes by, you can see right here, you can kind of see the beam of the Lico coming into the shot because of the haze, which is pretty cool. But there's a good example of the LED. So on the ground, basically just a little battery light about this big, battery on it, just sitting on the ground, kind of shooting up at the wall. That gives you back here this light that's on the wall right here. You can see that it's starting to fall off over here. So that's just sort of lending texture to these rocks back here on the wall. And just sort of separates the tub from the background. Without that, I don't think I have a shot without that light on. But without that light on, it's just kind of dark back there. And the edge of the tub just kind of get lost, just getting kind of lost. And so I was like, wait, one last thing. So I grabbed the LED, put the battery on it, and just chucked it back there. And a couple of times we'd had to move the light here and there. It might have been in a shot, it's definitely not in the wide shot because you'd see it. But yeah, so basically 3 lights. The Lico shining onto her legs just outside of frame to give a little bit more of a bounce of the light. And we were trying to get more reflections on the walls in this shot, but that wasn't possible. Just time's sake, I would have tried. But the Chimera pancake with the 1K mole on it over here, and then the LED in the back. So if anyone was wondering about the cinematography, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, I guess what I also need to do is get the song. So let me import the song. So let me do new bin, and we'll go song. I have 2 versions. I have the one that we used for the filming, which has like a click track in the beginning. And we have the regular one. I don't know if it really matters which one I use. Oh, wait. Where's the song? Pre-production? Huh. That's strange. Why don't I have the song on here? I thought it was on this hard drive. Huh. Poop. I'll have to go in my email and get it. Sorry. Stand by. Definitely need the song. I thought it was on the hard drive, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, if you're watching, let me know in the chat. I know my dad watches the stream. So hello, Dad, if you're watching. Hope you're doing okay. Where is my thingy? Here we go. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I could sort of describe while I'm getting the song. All right, here's the song here. Download. Show in folder. I mean, I would like to try to find... I think it's nice having the click track, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's do folder, song, and we'll paste that in there. Boom. Okay, so now we can import this.
Let me see how far down we can spiral. Let's find out where this ends. It's the secret to endless survival. We don't have to be friends. I will let you believe that you're winning. You will make me forget. I'm addicted to every beginning. You ain't seen nothing yet. Take it slow. You know I won't. And you might blink, but I don't.
This is also a demo version or like an early version.
Let's stay spinning in circles.
It's not a demo. This is an early version.
So that we never hit the ground. Ooh, don't you ever slow down. Slither into each other until another comes around. Then don't make a sound. Step softly out. Let me be my own brand of disaster. You can be my new vice. For the kind of release that you're after, I won't even think twice. Get a grip on the way that you're feeling. Can't have none of that. When I tell you the things I've been thinking, I can't take it all back. Take it slow. You know I won't. And you might blink, but I don't. Let's stay spinning in circles so that we never hit the ground. Ooh, don't you ever slow down. Slither into each other until another comes around. Then don't make a sound. Step softly out. Ooh, don't let me down quite so easy. Ooh, let's draw this out while we're still breathing. Let's stay spinning in circles so that we never hit the ground. Ooh, don't you ever slow down. Slither into each other until another comes around. Then don't make a sound. Step softly out.
There you go. So that's a song. Now, it's long. for a music video. Most music videos are 3.5 minutes for, unless we're back in the 80s again. But hey, I like that it's long. I like that she's breaking the norm. We're called Rethink Films for a reason. We don't have to things don't have to stay in the norm. But, it's long. So, when I say we have an hour of underwater footage, I hope it's enough, I do want to email myself from my my Mac to my PC the other version of the song. I guess I'll do it to my other email. Other Agent Envy track. Because I don't know, I feel like it might sound different. I think it's the same. I think it's basically exactly the same. But I don't think there's any timing differences. But it might make sense to use because this is the track we were using in the filming. It's larger than 25 megabytes. Give me a break. I don't want to have to eject this hard drive. I guess I have to. All right, you know what, guys? I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to shut down Premiere, eject the hard drive, bring it over here, put the thing on it. So I apologize, but we'll do a quick break. I'm going to also use the restroom, and then we'll be back. All right, see you in a bit.
You'll have to call again. I'm just leaving. I'm not dressed properly. My love is a fever, longing till for that which longer nurses the disease. You'll have to call again. In faith, I do not love thee. With mine eyes they thee 1,000 errors see. But 'tis my heart that loves what they despise. If despite of you are pleased to go, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Respond to my questions. I am locutus aboard. You are bored. I am locutus aboard. You will assist us. I am locutus aboard. You are bored. I am locutus aboard. Lock phases on that vessel. I am locutus aboard. There are 4 lights.
So. entitled to ramble on about something everyone knows. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so.
You just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had the chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. You'll have to call again. I'm just leaving. I'm not dressed properly. My love is a fever, longing till for that which longer nurses the disease. You'll have to call again. In faith, I do not love thee. With mine eyes they be 1,000 errors see. But 'tis my heart that loves what they despise. In despite of you, please, to go shall I compare thee to a summer's day. To my questions. I am locutus aboard. You are bored. I am locutus aboard. You will assist us. I am locutus aboard. You are bored. I am locutus aboard. Lock phases on that vessel. I am locutus aboard. There are 4 lights.
Is to the truth. Hello, sorry. Took me a little bit longer than I wanted. Okay. So, a minute ago we heard the other song. This one.
I won't even think twice.
So is there anything? Ooh, it looks different.
To be friends. Whatever it is that you're after, I won't even think twice. Get a grip on the way that you're feeling. can't have none of that.
I mean, it sounds pretty identical to me, except that this one's a little louder. But then again, I'm not an audio person, so anyone who does audio might be like, oh no, those frequencies on that one were a little bit more flamboyant jangand, and then on the other one there was a jarngarbin happening on the fleabluben. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't. All right. Yeah, you know, now that you said that, makes sense. Like I said, I don't know really much about. There's a lot to learn with audio stuff, and I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to those words. But I know what a 1K mole is attached to a chimera pancake. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, okay, so I guess we'll use this one because it's the one we were using when we were shooting, so it's a little bit safer, I guess. It's the exact file, so the fact that this one's like, I think this one's a little older. So that's what we'll do. Now, you know what I should have done while I was taking that break is do the 239 to 1 thing. I can't remember if you just crop it later. Let's you and me go on a little journey, and we're gonna look up a YouTube tutorial about it. For now, I'm going to mute the desktop audio because if like a copywritten song comes up, editing 2.39 to 1 in Premiere. Mavic Pro Cinematic Editable Tutorial. Well, I guess we could do that. How to edit 4K images onto a timeline in Pro. How to turn 16:9 video into 2.35 in Premiere Pro. And how to export without black bars. That's cool. Except we're doing 239. Pretty sure it's 239. Promotion CinemaScope tutorial. 8 years ago. Now, we definitely want something that's like pretty recent. So let's do like the last year. Yeah. Faking the ratio. I like that. I don't want After Effects. I want Premiere. You know what? I'll go back. I liked... Let's try this one. So I have the desktop audio muted because this is all copyrighted. I'm going to let it play muted. All right, so there's no thing. I'm also going to fix this. Hang on. Emotion VFX. Hi. Sorry, how long have you been there? How's it going? Good to see you.
Premiere,
I'm looking up a little tutorial.
to put together just a little tutorial to show you how I edited my last video of the Mavic Pro in California with a 2.39 aspect ratio for more of a cinematic quality. We're going to start with the sequence here. I'm going to right click on the sequence that I'm in and sequence settings. Now I think that the magic of this particular video is the fact that it's in 2.39 to 1 aspect ratio, which is very cinematic looking, very, very widescreen. And so the frame size of this particular sequence is 4096 by 1714. I shot all the video in 4096 by 2160. Now to start modifying these values for frame size, you have to go into custom, because if I was in anything else, these would be shaded out. So that's our sequence. Now I have two sequences here. The first one is where I actually isolated all the clips from my footage list and just kind of plopped them in. See, they're not really organized and there's some actual space in between them.
I mean, if that's all he did, then okay, I could do that.
Once I got all my footage there, I duplicated that sequence to this one, and then this is where I did all my fine tuning to get all the footage down to size to fit the length of the song. You also see that there are some...
Okay, so that means we have to do some math. I'm almost positive that the frame guide in the C100 was 239 to 1, not 235. I could call up Cody and ask just to be damn sure, but I'm almost positive it's 2.39. So if we, and now here's the thing. So we're gonna do 2 to 3 minutes, just tuned up. Cool. Thanks for showing up. So let me go back to what we were doing here. Go there, and then I have to fix this. There's like a weird crop thing that happens.
Cuts.
Sorry about that. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of that. And then filters here. Put the crop back. Put the crop back on. Yeah, cool. All right. So we're gonna do this project in 239 to 1. So there's a little bit of math involved. So but the first thing I want to do is I want to go to the sequences. I'm going to do a new sequence. And I'm just going to do anything right now. It doesn't really matter. Actually, yeah, well, you know, we'll call this 2K 239 to 1 timeline. Double click that. I'm going to drag one of my clips onto that timeline. Oof, that's annoying. See what's happening there? It's like putting all the things in different spots. Let me see if I can fix that. So technically there should be more than one track, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to lock that off. I'm going to pull this in here. So what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Why are you like wanting to... All right, fine. Change the setting. Fine. All right, so now I've added the other track. All right, now we'll just delete this. And now we'll lock this one as well. So now we'll bring it back. Really? Don't do that. How about that? Huh? How about now? Nope. It like wants to throw this track, this audio track, onto like a new track for some stupid reason, which is really dumb. I don't want that. Guess I really only need one track. I'm a one-track kind of guy. Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go. We're rolling.
Okay, and before, when I first dropped the clip into the timeline, it said, do you want to change the sequence settings to match the footage? And I was like, yes. It doesn't match it exactly. That's why there's this yellow bar here. But it gets it close enough. And then what we can do from now is do the thing. Now, there's many ways to do this, but this is what I'm going to do. So, first things first is we're going to output this in 2K, not 4K. So, 2K is not 4096 on these pixels going left to right. It is 2048. I just know that by heart. But now the question becomes, oh, look, and here's the aspect ratio right here. Now the question becomes, how do you do the math to figure out what the ratio is? So right now the ratio is 16 by 9, 16 to 9. So 4096 divided by 2160 should be the same as 16 divided by 9. So we'll do some math. Should I do it on here? Stand by. So, that's annoying. So, look, if we do 4096 divided by 2160, we should get 1.777777. Oh, sorry. I was wrong. This isn't 16 by 9. This is 1.9 to 1 or 1.89 to 1. So, I apologize. That's right. This particular setting of 4K is the DCI aspect ratio. This is 1.9 to 1. So, This gets even a little bit trickier. Well, no, I guess it doesn't. Not really. So what we want to do is we would want to find what 239 is. So let's do, let's clear this. 2.39 divided by 1, 239 to 1 is 2.39. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Whereas 16 by 9 is 16 divided by 9 is that. 239 to 1 is just 2.39. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is we want to find, and let's do it for 4K. So this guy said it was 17 something, right? So what we want to do is, let me think about this. We want it's basically 4096 divided by x equals 2.39, right? So we have on one side 4096 over x equals 2.39. So what we want to do is we want to times the x on both sides. So it is 4096 equals 2.39 times x, right? So then to get that, we just divide 2. So this should be right. Let's see. 4096 divided by 2.39. Yeah, 1713. That's what that guy had in the tutorial. That makes sense. I believe that's what he had. Maybe he did 1714. Actually, let's find out. Did I completely get rid of it? I think I did. What's the one I was just watching? Oh, god damn it. Oh, this is so annoying. I was just watching one. I should have X'd it off. I'm an idiot. 2.39 to 1 Premiere tutorial. Here, I was just watching this one. See, I need to mute that quickly.
Here in the out. So this particular sequence is 4096 by 1714.
1714. Yeah, exactly. So he rounded up. Okay. But the thing is, we're not doing 4K. We're going to output in 2K. 4096 or 1716 should do the trick. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we just did the math, and it's 1714. So 2K is 20. Let's clear all this. 2048 divided by, that's 2K, divided by 2.39 equals 856.9. So 857. So that will be our sequence. 248 by 857, right? $857, yeah. Let's just make sure everything else looks okay. 2048 by 857. Scale motion effects proportionally when changing frame size. Okay. Square, no fields, yeah. Video previews. I don't know what that's about, but whatever. Okay. Changes to preview file format of the frames require all preview files to be deleted. That's fine. All right. There it is. This is what we framed for. So now the clips are all going to be a different size. So what we need to do is we need to double click this, and I'm going to have to do this to all the clips. Double click this. We go to effects controls, and I do believe if we go to 50, that should work. Enter. Nice. Okay, cool. There it is. And what's really cool is we can zhuzh this too. So we can let me put this back on. So we can take this clip and why did it zoom in? We can move it up or down. So we have a lot. So right there you see how much room we have. So we have pixels on the top and bottom. Apple Z, go back to where it was. So there it is. And what's cool is, as you can see in the timeline here, is that the picture is the frame. That's where the frame is. Okay, so it wasn't that hard. Wasn't that hard. We figured it out. And what's really cool is that the camera we shot on puts those guides up. They put these little lines on the viewfinder so you can see how to frame it up. Cool. All right, so we tackled our first problem. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we could just start with the first shot and get the song in there too. So the first shot, and what's really cool is like my fiance took some really good script notes, so we can use those to help us in locating shots. I will find those now. Just give me a moment. She made it a Pages file, and I'm editing it on a Microsoft. So I'm going to have to open this up on my Mac. That's fine. So you can't see the screen of my Mac right now, but I'm going to open up my fiance's script notes here. Should probably put these in a format that I can put on my PC. Thanks for showing up, Emotion. Thanks for talking in the chat. Good to see you. How are you doing? Where are you watching from? I like to know who my audience is. I like to know who I'm talking to. If anyone else is around and wants to talk, have any questions, something's bothering them, some kind of problem with editing, shooting, need advice, let me know. Cool. Nice. Okay, according to this, our opening shot is A002, A2, clip 46, 47, and 48.
Well, and I guess, oh, there's a clip too, which is great. That'll help me out too. Yeah, playback.
Let me see how far down we can spiral.
Well, I did a little bobble there, but that shouldn't be so bad. I don't know why we did 3 takes. Probably because the dolly is slower or faster.
Speeding, take
Here's the second take.
2, playback.
Let me see how far down we can spiral.
All right. So the first one was good too. So let's see this one.
Let's see, take 3, and playback.
I'm from Germany, working as a director of photography. Just like watching inspiring content about editing music videos, like this series you do here. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I'm actually going to put this back on, too.
Let me see how far down we can spiral.
Yeah, I mean, we would have cut away. So So I think it's either the first take or this take. I like her hand.
Let me see.
I like that her hand, there's a little motion in her hand that kind of draws your eye, which is cool. But let me look at this first take again.
Yeah, playback.
Yeah, this is a little slow, which is cool.
Let me see.
Yeah, I like 3. So
Take 3 and playback.
now I think we're gonna be cutting out of this before she even does the lip sync, but we might as well throw the song in and you know, sync it up just in case. So there's probably an easier way to do this, but I think what I'll do is I'll just copy this clip here, right? I'll bring this whole clip in, and I'll go, and as you can see, it's going to be way too big. Yep. And I'm going to copy, paste attributes. Do I have to do this for every clip? I think so. I mean, I could do it in bulk, but whatever. It just is what it is. There you go. And you can see the framing's different now. You don't see the edge of the platform.
And playback.
Also, you probably can tell when I'm playing it, the quality dips because these clips are very, very high quality, like raw footage. And between streaming and playing it, it's basically impossible for it to play it back at full quality and for it to have no frame dropping. So in order for me to see it play smoothly, I need to lower the quality down. Yeah. Okay, so let's sync this up. Let's get rid of this. I'm actually going to put the track with the click in the timeline. So that's this one. I'll just do the whole thing. I guess I'll put it on track 3. Whoops. Move this down. Whoops. It's very precise. There we go. See how easy this is going to be? You can see the audio hits there. So I'll just line them up. So this first one's going to be easy to sync. Okay, looks good. But now I can get rid of this. I think I want to leave the click there because there's going to be a few other like clips that use this click, and I want to kind of utilize this click for as long as I can. Urka Jerk, Boulevard Bullies, rating with a party of 4. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what that means. This is what's going to happen when we get raided. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Oh. Everybody. Boulevard Bullies rating. You don't deserve to wear that uniform.
This is becoming a speech.
You're the captain, sir.
Here we go.
Untitled.
Uh-oh.
I'm entitled to ramble on about something everyone knows.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Let's get rid of this chat.
You just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic, so that
Yo!
no one had the chance to interrupt.
Pat,
was really
what is up?
quite hypnotic.
This is the best song ever. Love it. Quite hypnotic. There are 4 lights. Quite hypnotic. Something's happening. Oh! Lucha! Nice. I have to fix my alerts. Enterprise. How y'all doing? How you guys doing? Thanks for the raid, Pat. What were you doing? We have arrived. That's cool. Best song. Live long and prosper. Hell yeah. I was just managing a hospital on stream. Were you playing Horspital? Like, what were you playing? Oh my god, this is great. Thank you. You had me at 4 lights. Oh, Lucha, tell me you're a TNG fan. 2 points hospital management. Strange. Very strange, the games you're playing. You know, Puplo hit me up today, asked me if I wanted to go to the range. He's doing golf tomorrow, and he wanted to get a few swings in. DS9. Oh, yeah. Man, if there was a DS9 song, I'd totally do the DS9. But, oh, yeah. DS9, great series. I rewatched that maybe like 5 years ago in my adulthood for the first time, like the whole series. It had been a while. I think the first time I watched, like, first time I was watching it was when it was like on TV. And then I decided, like, you know, I never really like sat down and really like watched the whole series, and I did like 5 years ago. And it's like, you know what? Especially like with everything that's going on in the world now, politics and you know, occupation of countries and protesting and refugees and terrorists. It's DS9, man. Absolutely, the stories hold up. Oh my god, DS9's great. Avery Brooks is incredible. I mean, and R.I.P. Rene Auberjonois. R.I.P. to Odo. He just recently passed, which is really, that actually like saddened me. That really saddened me. Really good actor in lots of different things. But Odo, you know, that's how I know him the most. Yeah. But yeah, frickin' that song is just great. I went on like a whole tangent at the beginning of this stream talking about how good that stream is. That's a good rec. Thank you, Steve. I'm always looking for things to help me stay grounded. Yeah, just watch DS9. Oh, we got Emotion VFX talking about it too. DS9 was the best of all the Star Treks. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I love TNG. I just love Picard, you know. So that was the one I saw first. That's the, you know, Picard's the man. I've yet to watch the new Picard show because I haven't gotten CBS All Access. So if anyone wants to give me their CBS All Access password, I will totally start binge watching Picard and Discovery. More Vic Fontaine. I forget who Vic Fontaine is, Lucha. Thanks for being here, Lucha. Super cool. I mean, it's not going to be very exciting, you know. I do very boring streams of me editing music videos. That's what we got going on right now. I headed straight to RARBG. Is RARBG where you download torrent files of these things? Emotion. Liked the marketing aspect of Quark. Oh, yeah. Quark's the best. What's his name? Armin Zimmerman or something? The actor? He's great. Yes. Where legal. Gotcha. Yeah. RARBG. Download some Picard. No, I can't condone that live on this stream at all. Live, when I'm streaming, I'm not condoning any such thing. But if you happen to get Picard, let me know. Well, thank you so much. I don't expect you all to stick around unless you want to learn about editing, filmmaking, Spotify playlist. I don't really use Spotify. I'm very much behind the times with that kind of stuff. Vic Fontaine. Okay, that guy. Yes. He's got a whole album as Jimmy Darren. That's awesome. I can't play that stuff right now, you know, copyright stuff. But that's right. That's right. Vic Fontaine. He was the holodeck bartender from DS9. That's awesome. Super cool. Super cool. Well, thank you so much for the raid. Good to see you all. I am editing a music video that I shot last Wednesday. I literally just put the first clip in. And that's about it. So if you want to stick around for that, you can. But here it is. Look, here we did. Here's the work we did so far. Oh, I have to, oh, wow, look at that. It's full screen now, of course. There's like a glitch going on my computer where, like, in Adobe, where the, it doesn't do the full screen. It takes up, like, part of the screen, which is annoying. So let me do this. So here's the first shot. Oh, look, see? It cropped it again. See what I'm talking about? I just fixed this. So I really got to figure out what, I don't know what's going on with it. I think it has to do with the fact that I'm streaming and I got multiple friggin' things going on, and it just keeps going back and forth between being cropped and not cropped. It's really, whoops, it's really frigging annoying. Here we go. What was the footage shot on? Oh, Motion says, Picard was good. Could have been better, but hey, it's Picard. Yeah, that's true. What's the footage shot on? Ever thought about switching to Resolve? I have thought about switching to Resolve simply because this footage is shot on our Canon C200 in like a RAW setting. Super high quality. And my business partner color grades in Resolve. And we had a hell of a time trying to get the footage from Premiere to Resolve. They do it on purpose. They do it on purpose so that they make your life a living hell to try to get it between different programs so that you just edit in Resolve. But like the fact that it was a living hell made me want to not use Resolve. Like if they made it easy to transfer, then I'd be like, oh, you know what? These people care. Maybe I should use Resolve. But the fact that they purposely made it hard makes me want to be like this to them and be like, you know what? I'm going to keep editing in Premiere. Screw you guys. I'm excited to see this footage. Yeah, I'm editing sort of the more toned down footage, but I can show you. Actually, you know what? Since you guys are here, I'll show you the. Oh my God, I can't unless I. Damn, because I didn't transfer the footage over. Damn. I could grab a few clips from the music video that I'm in, and just find a couple of the close-up shots of me. That could be fun. Let me know if you want me to do that. I would have to close out of this program, eject the hard drive, bring it over to my Macintosh, drop a few clips, find the clips, drop the clips onto the PC hard drive, and then bring it back in here, open it up, and look at them. So it'd take a minute. But we don't have to do all that. We can just look at this footage.
See how far down we can spiral.
So we would have cut away by then before the camera moves up. So there we go. So there's the first shot. And what I'll do is, I think I'm also going to, just going to begin it right. I want to keep the clicks here for a few more coming up clips. I easily can sync them to this click track until we started to start playing the song back more in the middle. But while I have these click tracks here, it makes it way easier to sync. But what I can do is I can just get rid of that. And, yeah. I actually could just mute this, too. Could do that. But you know what? I won't for now. But anyway, it would look... The beginning of the video would actually look more like this. Yeah, and you can see, as I was saying before you guys rated me, if you look at the quality... Very high quality there, but as I start playing, you see the quality dip. Get the point. Editing gets easier every... Get the point. Editing gets easier every Resolve edition. Totally got rid of Adobe besides Photoshop. Word. That's good to know. I mean, yeah, we have the whole Adobe suite, Creative Suite. So if we could edit on Resolve, we could potentially not have to buy the whole suite. But we do use Photoshop pretty often, and we do use Premiere. I like editing in Premiere. I'm scared to edit in other programs for fear of them sucking. I'm just used to Premiere. But anyway. Probably just about as she's starting to sing, I'm going to cut to another angle. I think it is very unfair. Adobe increasingly wants you to pay monthly to use their products. Yeah, I hear you. it's interesting. Like, you pay a monthly fee and you get access to every single product, and they keep them up to date, which is nice because, like, new cameras come out, and so there might be a new codec, and I don't have to worry about, like, is my program up to date? Like, the monthly payment is, like, keeping them up to date. Whereas, you know, whereas before you could just buy Photoshop or just buy Premiere. The cool thing about the monthly thing is that, like, I have access to, like, all those different things. So for us, it makes sense. For us, it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, for someone like you, all you need is 1 or 2 tiny features, then it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I agree. There should at least be the option. Yeah, like my whole business, I mean, I run a video production company. It's, like, based around being able to, like, use these tools. So yeah, and it's, for us at least, I don't remember what we pay a month for it. It's probably like $100 or something. I don't really know, but, like, for us, it's, like, pretty worth it. What I miss is After Effects, but Fusion, Natron, both are great, quick to get. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, I started down the road of trying to do, like, After Effects stuff, but and I should continue down that road, but it is, like, a whole other ball game. All right, so let's move on to another shot. I have the script here. First verse wide. There's a whole bunch of these first clips that I don't even like, so I might not even do that. Okay, yeah. I'm just looking at, like, my script notes that my fiance took when she was there helping out. And I'm just looking at, like, when the things are and, like, what the good takes were. So it looks like the wide shot, there's going to be at least 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, like, different things for me to sync up right now. And I think they all have the click track. So I think we'll start doing that. Yeah, it looks like we'll start with clip 16. It's so nice having these notes because I didn't have to watch. Now it's like I don't have to watch 16 clips.
Hawkeye rolling. And
So in this part, I remember I had filmed a few close-ups, and then we went back to the wide. But I want to see the wide first. But here we go.
And playback.
So what I'll do here, I know this is synced. I can actually, well, you know what? I'm gonna leave the audio there, I guess. And the other thing is, what do we got here? Oscar Medina just subscribed on YouTube. I don't think Oscar's in the live stream right now. It's like, I wish I could let him know. He probably just saw one of my tutorials on YouTube and subscribed. But still, thanks, Oscar. So the tricky part now becomes, like, where do I put these tracks? I'm gonna put this up in nope, wrong thing. I want to put you up to track 2 here, or maybe I should just put it on track 1. Maybe that's what I'll do. Move this down. I'm gonna put this on track 1. So the music is on track 1. We'll change the audio to be there. There. Okay. So now I'm going to start syncing, and it's going to get a little cluttered, but it's going to get more cluttered before it gets better. So let's bring in this clip. And I want, oh man, oh, there they are. So here are the click tracks down here. Oh, and also I want to do copy this, and I want to paste the attributes to make it the same size. There we go.
Rolling and playback.
Stop. All right, so now it's having trouble. So let me mute this, and all I want to hear is this one.
Playback.
I'm really struggling here. Is this a click? No, that's me going. Okay, so there's the first click. So I told you it was going to be boring, you guys. So I'm just looking to see if the lip sync is in.
Let me see how far down we can spiral.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty on. So... Did I just delete the other clip? I deleted the other clip. There it is. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Of course. Okay, so where is it? That's what happened. When I moved it over, I accidentally brought it down and overwrote the other clip.
Let me see how far down we can spiral.
Okay, so that looks good. So now I'm just gonna leave the whole clip there. It looks good. I don't know. Should I delete the... I guess I should just delete the audio. It doesn't... I don't need it. I just like having the audio there as like a safety net, but you know what? We don't need it. Get rid of it. Okay. So I'm obviously this clip, which is the wide shot, needs to go on top. But for now, I'm just syncing. So we're just leaving everything here. And you can see this one goes for a while. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. So the next clip is the second take of this. 17. So we'll do that one as well.
Rolling and playback.
I'm actually listening to where the snare hit is, and I'm doing the in point there, and I'm going to place it at the same spot. In fact, I should just move this whole thing right to the beginning. Basically right there. So now I know like the first frame of the whole... What happened? I hit the Windows key. The first frame of the whole thing is where it starts. And now this, and I'm not going to take the audio, I'm just going to take the video only. Although I should hear it just to check, so I'll do both for now. Let me bring this up so I can see. And also the attributes should still be on the clipboard. Nope. So now I'm going to do copy, paste attributes motion. That'll bring it down to size, and let's listen. Of course, it's muted, so how would I know if it's in sync? I can't.
Let me see how far down we can spiral. Let's find out where this ends.
Okay, cool. This track, this clip is also on a curved dolly track, so it was like a curve like this, like that, and the camera's sitting on it, and so we're moving slightly. You can see like, we're moving slightly. Let's go back to here. Okay, so it looks pretty good to me, and I could always zhuzh it a frame here and there if it seems like it's out later on. Okay, and then do that to there. Okay, so let me see.
Let me see how far down we...
And then if we turn this off, we can see the other take. Yeah, so there's take 2, really. That's take 1 there. Cool. There's still a couple more clips to sync up like this, and then what I'd be doing is I could do multicam, but I don't know. I feel like multicam doesn't make sense for something like this. I'm just going to keep them all in the timeline and just kind of switch between them and see which one looks good. So those two were good. And I think we can do clip 14 and 15. These are the more tight shots. 14.
I just got to do it. Let's try again.
You can also commit to which part of the track we want to use the shot for.
I'm rolling.
Focused on that.
Yeah,
Right,
totally.
yeah.
Once I cut, we'll discuss more. Go ahead, playback.
Yeah, the camera records in very high quality. Every second that we're just recording and talking is gigs of data being taken up. So if I'm like, I want to roll, I want to do this take, we'll talk after I cut. That's why.
Totally.
Yeah.
Once I cut, we'll discuss more. Go ahead, playback.
Looks like I might be slightly ahead. So let's move it back one frame. Yeah, that looks better. Just visually syncing by looking at it. Looked like it was about one frame off.
Let me see how far down we can spiral. Let's find out where this ends.
Yeah, there's the real quality right there.
It's the secret to endless survival.
See how the camera went there when I was like adjusting? That's the thing. Like that's why I'm syncing up all these edits, because like, oh, there's a camera bobble there. Let me switch to another shot. That's why you do all these different. That's why you do all this coverage. That is how you wear black lipstick. Yeah, I think must be waterproof too, because eventually she goes under the water. There's a really cool shot that I can show you guys. I think it's like one of these. No, it must be card 2. Is it this one? Check out this shot.
Rolling rehearsal. Stand by. And playback.
Let's just go right to the money shot. Must be 38. No, 37. Yeah. Well, anyway, she goes under the water there. Yeah, but this is really cool. So we set up the dolly above the tub, and it's kind of like we did it in a sort of an unorthodox fashion. There's a hole in the dolly, like a hole. And what you do is you put the tripod head, the one side of the tripod head on one side of the hole, and the screw on the other side, and you clamp it in. But there needs to be a hole there. What we did was we took the whole tripod head out of there. We put sandbags on the dolly, and we tilted the camera straight down, and just it's resting on sandbags, and we're shooting through that hole in the dolly. We should have got like behind the scenes photos of it, but we're just trying to get the job done. But what's really cool is because we're on the dolly, we can get really dope shots of like we can dolly up and down. So there's a couple of shots. I'm going to refer to the script notes here. It looks like that's too far. Okay, so it's 43. So let me show you clip 43. The lighting's different too. So this is just like performance and dollying. So let me see. Here's a few dolly shots that are cool. So music video-y. It's pretty dope looking, I gotta admit. So yeah, it kind of looks like the camera's just like it's static, but just sort of tilting. But it is actually sliding back and forth like that. I bet her family hates it when she does that and hogs the tub. Yeah. Yeah, she splashes everywhere too. There is actually clips that we have splashing too. Where's that? Splashing slow-mo. So 53. Uh-oh, where's 53? That's strange. Oh, because there are different... I see. Let's do 54. Oh, it looks like there's something in the lens there.
Yeah, I hit it again. 3. Go. Better. Oh, I need to put up.
Yeah, well, it's whatever. Maybe not the most impressive looking thing, but we got some slow-mo dolly tracking stuff. I could slow it down right now, but I just want to get back to editing. Intense feminine power, absolutely. Okay, so let's get back to syncing up these clips. It looks like we're up to 15, which is here.
One. And
I'm actually going to increase the track size. Just going to make it a little bit easier for me. And we could delete this audio here.
playback. Playback.
I have to sneeze. Excuse me. I think it is not just the place and the woman and the song, but you really did set up beautiful shots. And to a rando like me, it looks like you added After Effects, but I think you said you didn't, so nice. Yeah, no, this is raw footage. Like, there's no filters on it at all. In fact, it looks a little desaturated, probably, meaning the colors are not as vibrant, because that's just what it is when you shoot raw. I don't know if you know, Urka, like, what that means, like raw footage. But in a sort of a basic sense of the word, in a basic sense of the concept, it means that we captured a lot of data, color data, exposure data, brightness data, which means that we can pick the color and pick the brightness and pick all these things later. It's all there inside the footage. But when we start to go in and add a filter and bring up the blacks and crush the blacks and bring up the whites, and we have all this room to play because all that data is there in the pixels. And then when we want to put the filters on and color it and color grade it so that it pops, then when we export the final video, The final exported video will be a smaller file with that particular setting baked into it. But you shoot RAW so that you can have the most room in color grading when you're color grading it. Does that make sense? That's why you said it takes gigs and gigs of data per second that you are rolling. Yeah, definitely. We shot... Now, mind you, you weren't here for the beginning, but almost all of the choruses are underwater that she did out in California on like a GoPro. This is that footage. And we're going to do our best to color grade this stuff, but it might be a little bit harder. We can't push it as much. So all this stuff we didn't shoot. She shot this with a... I don't know if it was a friend of hers, but at least someone that she found with a GoPro so they can go underwater. And we're going to try to make this look weird and artsy. So what happens is she goes under the tub, you know, and then now she's in like, you know, it's like train spotting. She's like under the water now. And at the end she pops back up. But so we didn't shoot the whole songs. We only needed to shoot like the choruses, the beginning and the end. And even just that, we shot 2 cards. Each card is 250 gigabytes. So we shot about 500 gigs for half the song, basically. I think the GoPro footage was around 30 gigs. I'm not sure. But there's an hour of GoPro footage. Well, yeah, that's actually there's about an hour of both. There's about an hour of the raw footage, and there's about an hour of GoPro footage. And I can tell you right now, let's see. So 14 gigs plus 10 gigs. So basically 25 gigs worth of GoPro footage. And then this is 420 gigs. And about an hour each. So the reason, the difference there is the quality. But even that's like a little bit hard to understand. It's really just like there's more data. They're both 4K. Anyway. It's just getting a little technical. Dang, that would take up my entire computer. You can make 2 different movies with the same raw footage. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not 2 different movies, but you could have 2 wildly different looking things. I wish I could do a little bit to show you, but I don't really want to mess with it too much. Oh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do real quick? I could just throw a LUT on. So like, let's throw a LUT on. So in the effects, we can go to Lumetri presets. We got cinematic or film stock. Fuji. So this is like a LUT, a lookup table, a color preset. So let's see what happens if we just drop this on here. Bing. See, look at that. Look at the difference. So I can A/B that for you. So effects controls. Here we go. So let's look at the difference. That's raw out of the camera. That's color graded. This is just a standard preset. We're going to put in a custom one. But like you can see already, I mean, look how much cooler that looks. That looks dope, you know? See, when you're looking at this, you're looking at like all of the data there. When you're looking at this, you're looking at some of the data gone away and some more. That's just cool looking. Wow. I like that Kodak. Almost, I think we're good. Kodak, or I'm sorry, yeah, Fuji F125 Kodak 2393. Interesting. That looks pretty sick. I like that a lot. Anyway, let me delete that off of there. Beautiful, beautiful. Data is beautiful too. The Android. How'd the hospital thing go that Pat was doing? Did everybody die?
And
That's okay, Urka. I'm glad someone's here talking. Oh, Bluntsway. I didn't see you. Hi, Steve. Just dropping in to say hello from Robin Basil. Bluntsway Clinic is a fan of my fiance's YouTube tutorial page on YouTube. YouTube. He has a chiropractice. Is that a word? And yeah, so that's cool. From England. Thanks for stopping by, Bluntsway. Sorry I didn't see you earlier. It was fun. First hospital, everybody died and became ghosts. Second one, no deaths for a year. Nice. Is it like a horror game? Or is it more like a management type game? I forget what he said the name was. Emotion. Good old 2393. Are you joking, Emotion? Or is that actually a good old thing? I don't know. Try to sync this up.
playback.
Ugh, come on. You know what? Maybe I'll go like that. Yeah. There's a few Adobe Premiere things that are really annoying. See, now that one looks behind. I guess it's not. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at this lip sync. Oh, and of course, gotta put the attributes on.
Let me see how far down we can spiral. Let's find out where this ends.
It's tough editing in RAW. You know, a lot of times people edit in the proxies or like the lower res things because you can see it. But it's just, my computer's just powerful enough for it to be worth it just to edit in the RAW. Color grading gold, classic. Nice. That's good to know. I just picked it at random because it looked cool. Kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's a funny, cute, silly management game. The diseases make fun of millennials and Zoomers, though, for some reason. Lol. Like a disease where everybody thinks they're a rock star that looks like Lucha Freddy. Nice. That's awesome. You got a lot of options here. I'm looking at my script notes. It looks like we got so there's still more to be synced. Oh, I'm sorry. No, wait. Perfect, great, perfect. Steve is pleased. Pre-chorus close-up. Gotcha. So then what's this ECU? First verse. Ah, okay. Cool. All right, so basically this is all we got. I mean, there are many other takes, but I'm using the script notes to tell me, like, the best takes. So if, like, worse comes to worse and, like, every one of these there's a bobble at the same part, I could definitely, like, go in and find other ones, but, like, I just remember, like, her performance is basically the same for each of them. It was really the only difference between these takes are, like, camera things. So I don't think it's worth it to, like, really examine each of the different takes for performance things. They're all basically the same. So that being said, what I could do is I could put this guy on top because that is the opening shot. And then I want to cut to a medium. Eric, hey, man. Good to see you. My member. How's it going? Would you color grade video that wasn't shot in RAW just with a normal profile for the 7DD? I tried it for the first time and felt like I was spending a lot of time for minimal difference. Yeah, dude, you could totally color grade anything you want. I mean, the only difference between color grading for something that was shot on a DSLR and something that was shot RAW is how much you can push it. So you have to be pretty close to what the end product is going to be when you shoot. So, for instance, let's say you were shooting outside in a daylight situation, but you accidentally put the camera on indoor. So everything is like super duper blue. And then you go, oh, well, let me fix this. So you bring it into the, your color grading program and you push it back towards white from blue. As you start to push it to make it more balanced, you might start to see artifacts, graininess, weird boxy pixelations happening because you're starting to push it into an area where there's no more data there. So that just teaches you, oh, damn it, well, I need to be more on top of my white balance. So now the next time you go out and you make damn sure that you're on the daylight setting on your camera when you go out and shoot in daylight. If you shot it in daylight on the 70D and you're outside and it's pretty balanced and you want to push it a little bit to the blue or a little bit to the orange, you want to make it a little cold or a little bit warmer, then you have some room there. But if you're all the way daylight, if you're all the way tungsten balanced 3200K and you shoot outside and it's super blue and you try to really push it back and fix it, that's where you're going to run into a lot of problems not shooting RAW. That's going to be very tough. And so shooting in RAW you're able to do more mistakes shooting in RAW. A lot of photographers shoot in RAW because it's just pictures, Dang, you're a good teacher, Steve. Oh, well, thanks, Erica. I try. So, any photographer is going to shoot in RAW because, sometimes in photography, especially like if you're an event photographer and things are happening quickly, you might have just shot something inside on 3200K indoor setting. And it's like, oh my God, the groom's outside. He's hugging his grandma. Let's go. And like, you didn't even have time to change your settings. You just got it because it was only like a one-time thing. And then when you get the footage back, it's like, okay, it's very dark or it's very bright because I was just inside where it was kind of dim. Now I'm outside and it's like super dark. My picture is super dark. And I was just set for tungsten and now I'm outside and it's daylight. So not only is this thing like super bright, this picture that I just took is super bright, it's also the wrong color. But I had the camera set on RAW. So not a big deal. Bring it in. And, like, maybe it won't be perfect. Maybe it won't be, like, as beautiful. But it's definitely usable, and it's definitely something that the client's not going to notice. The thing they care about is that you got the shot. It's, like, the only time, like, Grandma came for 5 minutes in her wheelchair, and then she had to go home. So, or maybe it's like she was dancing. It's the only time in the night that Grandma got up to dance, So, something like that, for a live event photographer, you definitely want to shoot in RAW because it affords you mistakes. If the photographer in that situation didn't have his camera set to RAW, and it was JPEG, and they went out and got that shot, and it was completely the wrong color and way too bright, especially bright. It might be easier to, like, if it was too dark to bump it up, but if it was too bright and you were trying to bring it back for a JPEG or for a compressed photo without the data there, you're going to lose your client because you missed the shot, and it's not going to be usable. VFX. Will be hard using the log wheels, but put your 7D in low saturation, low contrast mode. You get way more room. Used 60D for 8 years. It's not the camera, it's the one using it. That's very true, Emotion. I didn't think of that. Yes. I would look up, for the camera you're using, the best settings for a good color grade or giving yourself the most room you can. That's very true, Emotion. Very, very true. I didn't think of that. So yeah, most of the time, like, lower saturation setting will help. A lower contrast will help because once you start baking in the contrast, then all those dark areas are like too dark and all those bright areas are too bright. But if you lower the contrast and you have a more high dynamic range, it'll be definitely easier to color correct. So absolutely emotion. 803. Not regretting switch to the Pocket 4K. RAW was a no-brainer. Sick. Yeah. I did a shoot recently on the 6K Pocket Cinema camera. It was really cool, and I've been seeing that a lot. It's becoming like one of the most popular cameras right now, the Blackmagic design, and especially you're saying that you edit in Resolve too. I'm sure it I'm sure it imports into Resolve pretty easily. Let's do a few edits here, and then I might call it. Also, my computer's really lagging. Lagging. Come on. It's probably because there's all these clips down here. Maybe I'll have to go to 1/8 for now. Yeah, this is brutal. Oh, God, looks like shit. Yeah, I think I think I can't really do much more editing while I'm streaming. I'm gonna have to like shut down, restart, work on it off stream. So when do I want that edit to be? Cut. Let me see. Yeah, so cut. That's where I want it to be. It's hard to tell exactly where I am. And I want to cut to one of the mediums. So for right now, I'm going to turn these all off.
Let me see how far down we can spiral.
I could just cut there now. Well, no, let's just leave it. I wish it would. Let me also turn these off too. Maybe that'll help.
Let me see how far down we can spiral.
I feel like it's coming in a little too soon. Once again, it's a little hard to tell. Because of the stuttering.
Let me see how.
No. Let me see. Yeah. Maybe it was good before.
Let me see how
Yeah.
far down we can spiral.
How much do I have
Let's
here?
find out where this ends.
All right, cool. So I have all of that. Let's cut to one of these close-ups. I guess we'll try this one. Digital push.
Let me see how far down we can spiral. Let's find out where this ends. It's the secret to endless survival.
Ah! Ah! Also, it's such a slow part. Like, I think we can get away with longer cuts. I always like watching from the beginning. We're right here. You might as well just watch from the beginning.
Let me see how far down we can spiral. Let's find out where this ends. It's the secret to endless survival.
Ah, same
don't
spot.
have to
Same spot. I'm gonna have to cut back out. I mean, I think there might be another wide, another close-up. Steve no like. There is a clip 12. Let me take a look at it because I know what part I need.
Let me see how far down we can slow.
No.
Let's find out where this ends.
So it's this line here. Too fast. Nah. Damn. Let's see clip 14 real quick. No, I did. That's when I did. 13. I said Steve no like. Victoria wrote Steve no like.
Let me see how far down we can slow. Let's find out where this ends. It's the secret to when.
Bobble in the same spot everywhere. That's so annoying. I don't have a perfect one, don't I? I checked. That's 14 and 15. I checked that. 13 and 12, no good. Wow, that sucks. Okay, so I'll have to cut back out to the wide there. Damn, that really blows. Whatever.
It's the secret to endless survival.
Was that a move? I do have inserts too. I could cut to the candles or the booze.
It's the secret to endless survival.
Yeah, I can't do that one. So let's try this one.
It's the secret to endless survival.
Do I have to? It looks like there's a little camera mess up there. I'm going to render this so I can watch it in higher quality.
It's this.
Did I disappear? Did you guys hear me? I forget that when I render, it like diverts all computer power to doing that, and the stream just kind of stops.
It's the secret to endless survival.
I do see a little bit of a camera thing there.
Survival.
I think it's like it starts right about there.
Endless survival.
I'm not sure.
Endless survival.
I think I have till about there. I'm gonna put a cut, and I think what I'll do is I'll cut to an insert. The inserts are inserts are down here. You can just look at them. I think the wide-ish of the drink and the. Is there a difference between these two? Doesn't look like it.
It's giving you that little pop of texture in the back to love.
Could probably do a little digital push on this at some point, but for right now, let's do
The texture in the back to love.
Okay, that's cool, and I'll throw this here. I also have to put the attributes on it.
It's the secret to endless survival.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll work on it a little bit more. I think I'm going to call it right now. It's coming together. It's looking cool. There's still so much more to be done. There's all of the underwater stuff. But, yeah, I think I'm at a good stopping point right now. Save it. Come back to here. So, that's it for now. It's looking really good. I'm very pleased with it. We got the 239. We got all the footage in. We got the correct song. There's 2 different versions. And, yeah, I think I'll be working on this a little bit tomorrow off stream. And then Wednesday, we'll pick it back up. And at 6 p.m. And, yeah, should be more fun. Thanks to the Boulevard Bullies for the raid. I think, Urka, you're the only one left. That's okay. It's boring, you know? This is for people who want to learn editing and stuff. And for Emotion, who's killing it with the info. Thanks for tuning in, Eric, as well. I like the Trash Panda. Lucha, yeah, you missed it all, baby. Do you want to see a real quick clip of what I got so far? I'll show you what I got so far.
Let me see how far down we can spiral. Let's find out where this ends. It's the secret to endless survival. We don't have.
I don't like that last edit, but that's where I'm at. I might be able to get away with leaving that last shot go a little bit longer, even though there is a slight camera bobble, but whatever. Thanks, Lucha. And thanks for being here. Thanks for following. Yeah, so I'll be back Wednesday. I'm going to do a little bit more work on this tomorrow off stream, and I'll be back Wednesday editing some more of it. Yeah, so this will be what I'm doing for the next couple weeks. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever, all that stuff. And I'll see you here on Wednesday. Until then, happy filmmaking. Peace.